Hey guys, before the rest of the video plays out, just wanted to mention this is the first time I've ever done a video like this where I'm showing my face and I'm doing some sort of commentary to this degree. Never done a video like this, so very proud of myself for, you know, breaking out of my shell and being able to do something like this. Um, so thank you guys so much for checking out the video and actually giving it a chance. I won't take up too much of your time. Just, hit that like, subscribe, and share, and please enjoy the video. Now that the Battlefield 6 beta has been concluded, the first week at least of 2 weeks, we are getting a second week on the 14th to the 17th. The first beta, if you aren't aware, ran from the 7th to the 9th. That was at least the early access, and then the open beta ran from the 9th to the 11th. Early morning, 11th on the 4 in the morning. Not really the whole day or anything. But the sake of this video is merely to go over my experience and things I disliked and I did like about the beta, but overall I did have an amazing time. I did enjoy myself. First thing on the list, the movement. The movement and the pacing feel really smooth. Definitely faster paced than previous titles of Battlefield, like Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4, 3, so on and so forth. But it still feels really good. Those felt really amazing too, but this is just definitely a more modern, take on movement, and considering which direction games are going in now. For example, COD. It does somewhat remind me of COD, but not to the degree that COD is. COD Black Ops 6, for be specific, you have omni movement. You could slide side to side, you could dive backwards, and that's a lot. That's, to me, when I was playing that, it was just too much for me. I could never really get it down. But in this, it seems like I could really get a hold of this. I have seen the flip back, keybind that you could do or whatever. I don't know if I'll really be using that. Like, if it really seems like it's useful, I think I might try it. But I think I'll just get used to flicking and whatnot, playing on mouse and keyboard. With that being said, there's still a ton of people who move really fast in the Battlefield beta. Now, I didn't see anything like I had seen in shorts. I seen a couple of videos of like speed demons. I never seen none of that in my lobbies, at least, and nobody was really moving like that. For the most part though, people were just sliding around every corner. It did remind me of COD in that degree, where everybody's just sliding, tucking and sliding. So that was pretty interesting to see. But besides that, there was nothing crazy. But because of stuff like that, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, should the movement be reduced? Should it be sped up? Like, what should be changed about the game? Or what is some things that you liked or disliked about it that you would like to see changed, or you would like to remain the same after release? Or maybe you'd like to see it changed during the second beta, or you'd like to see it in the second week beta. Okay, secondly, maps. Um, I just want to start off with two of my favorite maps, which was Siege and Iberian, especially both of them for King of the Hill, but I did enjoy them both on just normal conquest. They were really fun on their own. But man, King of the Hill definitely took it for me. For the game modes, I definitely enjoy King of the Hill the most. Especially Siege. King of the Hill was super fun. Shotgun, playing the Assault class with shotgun and MP7. Oh my goodness, just at the best. Especially because I didn't see many people rocking the MP7, and the MP7 was insane. The MP7 had no recoil and had insane damage at range. I love that thing, and I hope it's the same way for the second beta, because I'll definitely be rocking that for sure. But the shotgun, I feel like that's gonna get nerfed. If they do plan on doing a nerf for the beta, I feel like they would nerf that, because that thing is insane. Especially when you get slugs on it and you can hit from super far and you still one tap people. Man, the shotgun's crazy. But both of those maps were spectacular to play on. I definitely enjoyed them. I can't wait to play them, second beta and on full release. Um, just truly enjoyable maps. The number three thing I wanted to talk about was hacking. Now, I won't harp on this too much because there's already been a ton of content creators that have gone over the hacking, and the devs themselves have actually made a post about the hacking so far in the beta. Now, if you're wondering what my experience is during the beta in terms of like dealing with hackers, honestly, I don't think I've dealt with a single one of them. Now, there may have been some people that were like, soft cheating and whatnot, but for the most part, I didn't run into anything pretty blatant. With all that being said, I'll also just go ahead quickly and read the EA forums, like the post that they made. I'll pop it up on the screen real quick. Javelin has prevented 330,000 attempts to cheat or tamper with any anti-cheat controls. You've reported 44,000 instances of potential cheaters during day 1 and another 60,000 so far today. We are already using these with our own gameplay integrity team to add and improve our detections for Battlefield 6. They are also working with the Battlefield Positive Play team to actively remove those reported we can confirm to be cheaters. Anti-cheat isn't one and done. It's an ever-evolving battlefield, and what has worked for us previously or in different games doesn't always work in all of them. You know, honestly, I don't like to give games too much of a hard time when it comes to hackers, because of course people are gonna cheat regardless. People are gonna always find a way to cheat, and they're gonna take it as like motivation when you say like, oh, anti-cheat's the best or anti-cheat really works. Like when you start banning all these people, they take that as like, okay, bet, like I bet I could get in there though. I bet I could cheat. Like I bet I could hack it. But it definitely shouldn't be to a point where it's like infested. The whole game is infested. Like I want to mention Call of Duty right now, Black Ops 6. And I'm not somebody who likes to throw around the cheating word. You know, I don't like to call everybody cheaters. You know, I've played with people. I've seen clips where you can clearly tell the person was just at a disadvantage. Like, it doesn't even mean they're trash. They're just at a disadvantage and they lost. And they immediately accuse the next person of cheating. And it's like, they're not cheating, bro. You're either bad or, you know, you're at a disadvantage. You're not going to win every single gunfight, you know what I mean? You got to be able to accept that. Some players just aren't. But with that being said, yeah, I really haven't ran into it so much. Let me know if you have, though. Like, what are some crazy clips that you may have, you may be able to share, or if you've seen any of the crazy clips of people cheating. Okay, this would be number 4, but I'm just gonna quickly gloss over this. It's gonna be really quick. The vehicles. The reason why this is gonna be quick is because I didn't really have much experience with most of the vehicles. They were pretty much taking every single chance that I could try to grab one. Somebody was already in it. I did get the tanks a lot. I did get to play that. I did enjoy the tanks. The tanks felt really good. Had a lot of time repairing other people's tanks or being in the tank shooting, and that felt really well. The aircrafts, not so much. I tried them a bunch of times and I just couldn't get the controls down, whether it be for the helicopter or for the jet itself. That stuff felt crazy to me. Now, let me know, maybe you guys know how to use the aircrafts really well. How does it feel? Is it a good thing? Like, is it good movement? Should things be changed about that? Like, what's the word with that? Because I want to get better with the movement when it comes to vehicles. So definitely when the full game releases, I'm gonna practice on that a lot more, because it looks like it's something that could be very rewarding if you're good with it. But it just looks like there's a very steep learning gap for it, which I think is could be really good. Makes it so that not everybody's able to just be absolutely insane with them. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about that, because I didn't really have much chance to play with the vehicles as much. Number 5, the weapons. The weapons, I had a blast obviously using weapons. That's obviously a big part of the game. I loved most of the weapons. Of course, most of them were pretty unbalanced, but when most things are unbalanced, it in a way makes it balanced. Thoroughly enjoyed the shotgun. The shotgun was probably the most used weapon that I've seen, at least in my match. I've seen everybody using a shotgun, especially if you're an Iberian. You're in that C point, you're in the middle right there in that building, everybody's using a shotgun right there. A bunch of people are just rocking assault for that, so that way they can still have their AR and then switch to their shotgun. Shotgun was pretty fun, especially with the slug rounds. Man, you hit people from crazy distance and still one tap them. It was nuts how many people you can get like in a chain kill with the shotgun. My favorite weapon though, besides the shotgun, would definitely have to be the MP7. I did not see many people rocking the MP7 at all, and the MP7 had little no recoil, had like no damage drop off range at all. Like, the thing was hitting from the farthest ranges. Like I said, 0 recoil. That thing was super fun to use, and I'm really hoping that it's the same and they don't tweak it or mess with it by the second beta date, because I would love to use that again. That weapon was truly fun. And something I also like is you able to change the damage, like the size of the text and the colors. I love that. I don't know if you guys have seen some of my shorts, but you probably realized that like my crits are purple. I love that you can do that because it reminds me of Warframe. Play a ton of Warframe, and in Warframe, you know, you got the 3 damage colors, which it goes from like yellow, like orange to like a red, and it's like the harder you hit, basically. That's where I went for. That's why I changed like all my colors like that. I think my colors are like bright yellow, deep orange, and then purple. I just want it to be a little, you know, a little spazzy with the purple. I like that. It's like rosy color. It looked really cool. I like that. Like gave a nice pop to it. So the UI is definitely fire on that. I love that. The small numbers, you can change the size of them. That was final topic I'm gonna go over. Should be number 6. Haven't really been keeping count, but should be number 6. I'm just gonna do a quick like revive. The revive mechanic is super fun. The amount of people that I've actually gone on my way to revive, even when I'm not a medic, I think that's perfect. That you can revive people even without being a medic, and you can just pull them. You pull them and you drag them away. And you know, since the beta is over, I don't know if many of you have been able to test this out when the beta was active, but you don't have to be standing. You could be crouched. You could be prone and be dragging somebody back while rezzing them. Insane. I love that mechanic. It's my favorite. Just getting that out the way real quick. Next thing I wanted to talk about, last final thing, is teammates. Now, of course, this is the beta. A lot of people are practicing. They're just trying it out. They're not really caring about, you know, rezzing teammates or actually playing objective, but it is something big I noticed, and hopefully isn't something that follows into the full release. The amount of people who, like, you can be knocked in front of them and you're just like, medic, like help, res, and they'll just walk right over your body, and it's not like they're in front of you and they don't see you behind you. A bunch of them will turn around and look at you, or there'll be like 20 people that run over you and just walk past you. It's rare that somebody like is running either a medic class and just defibs you or takes the time to pick you up and res you. It didn't happen very much with me, and especially with people playing OBJ. A lot of people just weren't playing OBJ. There's a ton of times during King of the Hill where I'm sitting in objective and I'm looking at the mini map and my entire team is on the other side of the map having this war over here, and then I get pushed by 4 or 5 people, absolutely wrecked. Now the score is like 240 in their favor and we got like 13, and it's like, bro, we're losing. Like, we lost this. Like, I love for everybody to play, you know, and have their moment, but I also would like to play OBJ. This is why, like, you know, it's whatever, you know, it's the beta right now, it's whatever, let everybody play the way they want to play right now. But I think, like, with that full release, I really hope this is not the way that it goes, and if so, I hope there's something they can do to motivate people to play OBJ more. I've always felt that way when it comes to like support in games. Like, I feel like they should do something to make people feel more motivated to play those classes or roles. I'll just quickly go into it. Marvel Rivals, for example, I've played a little bit of Marvel Rivals, and I've noticed that most people don't want to play, you know, healer, which is understandable considering that most of the cool heroes are DPS. They're not really healers. So I feel like in that game, you know, you should get like, I don't know exactly how it works, so maybe it does work like this, but you should get like a ton of XP for playing healer, way more than you would for playing DPS. I just feel, just to get people motivated into playing that role and feel like there's actually like way more of a purpose and more rewarding to play that. So I feel like there should be something like that in Battlefield as well. Maybe, like, you might disagree, but I feel like that for OBJ, just to get people into it, like, you get significantly more XP for playing objective, and way more than what the usual is, and maybe you get rare skins depending on how much, you know, objective time like that you play, or maybe there's certain weapons that you can only unlock because of how much objective time you have. I think that would be amazing. But let me know. This is the end of the video. And let me know what you guys think. Is there anything that you would like to see changed, added about the game? What was your favorite moments? What you disliked and did like? You know, did you guys have a good time? Are you gonna be playing the second beta? Are you thinking about pre-ordering? Are you thinking about buying the full game when it releases and just waiting to see a couple clips to then purchase it? Let me know. I want to hear about it all in the comments down below. And yeah, it's been your boy Unwritten Tech. Please give a like, follow, and subscribe, and share, please, with everybody. Thank you so much, guys, and appreciate the love and support.